the inside. I've already turned my fuel down. There's a big crash behind. People are losing wings. Wings are flying past me incredibly quickly. Welcome back to F1 2018, boys. We are continuing on with our daily F1 2018 videos here today. If you missed yesterday's video, we started up with a brand new team in F1, so if you missed it, it will be linked down below. Speaking of links in the description, we are officially sponsored by 2game.com. 2game.com is actually an authorized retailer of video games, which means they work in direct partnership with publishers to give you the best prices on your favorite video games like F1 2018. So there's going to be a link down below for F1 2018 on 2game.com, which you can pick up yourself at the best possible price. So you join me in F1 2018 as we've just finished up practice 1 for race number 2. We are at Bahrain this week, or I should say today, because the next video is tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Anyways, before we do begin, we do have some housekeeping things to take care of. 1, if you missed the last race, it was... Oh, can I not change the race settings? Do I have to do that after a race? I want to turn the difficulty up. I want to make the game harder. I guess today, we're not going to be doing the longer races like I was promising. We'll have to do that for next part. And I'll actually need to start it or change everything before we go into the race weekend, which was, I think, the problem here. Contract value. Yo, look at my contract value over my value. So I'm getting ripped off by Renault is what I've realized. R&D tree. Did my upgrades go in from last episode? No, they didn't. All right, let me redo these because we did these at the end of last episode. So let's grab both of those upgrades. Now we've got 1,400 upgrade points remaining. Let's see, what does the game recommend I do? The game recommends I do my front wing, which is something I wanted to do. I was talking about possibly doing my front or my rear wing. Carl, I will trust in the Carl. All right, so we've got a front wing and a engine pistons coming. We've also got some efficiency, so our upgrades are cheaper down the line. I wish I could change the difficulty. Come on. I guess we're just gonna do our thing. We might monster it in terms of points, but well, Lewis will have to step up a little bit. Maybe for the next episode, I'll make it harder than it should be, and we can see how that goes. So I'm still not gonna change any of my setup. I'm gonna run the stock setup, and let's just go to the track. We're on super soft tires. All right, so we've got max fuel and we've got hot lap DRS mode enabled. Let's go push it to the limit. I really like this track. This track is so cool. Being able to race both at night and in the day, I absolutely love it. Like, you can really see some of the buildings, especially that one with the huge light on the top, really start to come to life. It is very, very cool. It is one of those races, if we were doing a proper race distance like I wanted to, we would see like the sun would be up when we started the race and slowly start to set as the race goes on. But anyways, I should probably be focusing on my lap as this is qualifying. I was noticing in practice that I was so much faster when I just tried to drive smooth. So that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to attack every corner and save 0.1 seconds by hitting that part of the apex and going that little bit faster. I'm just trying to be smooth. My battery is getting to about halfway now, which is fine. We're nearly done the lap. Get off the curb and let's... Ooh, I was talking about wanting to do it stable, and then I do that? That was a catch and a half. Kevin Magnussen goes first fastest. GG to Kevin. All right. Hey, I go fastest, beat out Kevin, and I beat out Stoffel as well. Let's head back to the garage and see how we're doing once all the quick boys have done their laps. Nico's beating us? No way. No way Nico's beating us. All right, let me get my second tires fitted. I'm going to specifically go to the brand new ones. 20 laps of lifespan remaining. And then we're going to watch this, and then we're going to head out on track. We're going to need to push really, really hard on this final lap. I'm going to want to be smooth, though. There were definitely mistakes I made in that lap that I can definitely improve upon. So let's try to do it. All right, McLaren. Oh, you don't want to give me a tow? You don't want to be my baby Fernando and give me a tow all the way down the straight? All right, we got a Force India coming out of the pits. We burned him. Thank you. I really don't want to have to deal with traffic as we go around here. That would be annoying. We really need to push, though. I got to drive clean. There were so many mistakes. Why do I have 10 laps of fuel in my car? What are we doing? Are we trying to set a lap? I'm 0.7 seconds green on my previous lap. That's pretty good. Look at this. We're already a second green now. We are continuing to get faster and faster. Providing I don't stuff it up, we'll be all good Stay off this curb. This curb has been messing me up all the time. Purple sector 2. Thank you very much. If I qualify first, that'll just feel bad. I don't want to qualify first. I really don't. I want to be where I should be. I want to be mid-pack. I mean, that's why I was saying I wanted to turn up the difficulty, but the game didn't really allow me to. There's my DRS. 1.1 seconds green. I've split the Mercedes. All right, please go faster than me, everybody else. Okay, I've dropped down to 5th position. That's... Oh, okay. I was really worried I was going to be starting 2nd place. I'm like, for my 2nd race ever, that's probably not okay. Again, we get some nice resource points. That is actually really, really good resource points. 130. I find you get a lot more resource points in this game as compared to the previous game. The mechanics have done everything they can up to this point. Now it's up to you to drive the wheels off and bring home a good result, Jeff. P.S. Tell you what, lap the field and I'll buy you a pizza. Okay. All right. I mean, we're playing on a low difficulty, but it's not that low, buddy. All right. So welcome to Bahrain. We are racing under the lights for race number 2 of our F1 career mode. We've got no rain in sight. We are in the middle of the desert. Let's take a look at the starting grid and see where everyone is. Maybe some people got some penalties. Who knows? On race number 1, we had a couple of penalties, so we will see. No one gets a penalty off the line. Where actually... Sebastian Vettel in 7th place. What are you doing? The Haas's and the Force Indias and the McLarens all side by side. Leclerc up in 16th place. Lance Stroll down in 17th. And Sirotkin rounding out the pack. We are starting on the super soft tires, jumping to the soft tires that looks to be around lap 5, 6, possibly. Car setup is Parc Ferme, so we cannot do anything there. Let's get into this. Also, I didn't actually mention that. What the fuck? Oh my god, no, I wanted to say my thing. On the first race, I don't know if you noticed it, but they all waited until I put the clutch in by holding my paddle. And now they just light me up. Anyways, I guess we're ready to go. Put the clutch in. We'll get rich revs off the start. Heavy overtake battery. And away we go. Let's see if we can burn that Red Bull off the start. 5th place gets a very good start. That's Max Verstappen. Already jumped me. Sebastian Vettel looking up the inside. I've already turned my fuel down. There's a big crash behind. People are losing wings. Wings are flying past me incredibly quickly. These guys are going too wide throughout the first couple of corners. And let's go back. What happened on corner 1? I just saw a piece of carbon fiber. Look, you'll see it in a second. As soon as we get on the brakes, whee! Carbon fiber into the corner. It looks bright red. Was it a Ferrari? Let's take a look. Oh, no. No. So here's Vettel starting 7th place. You see me off to the outside of the circuit. We get up to the braking point. Everybody slams on their brakes. I've got a nice alley around the outside. Vettel tries to look for the inside line, isn't able to make the corner, smashes into the back of, I assume that is Max Verstappen, and then Nico Hülkenberg, making life worse for himself, smashes into the back of the Ferrari. He gets sandwiched, and front wings go absolutely everywhere. Meanwhile, the Haas is the big winner. I had to run super wide. Look at Verstappen now, getting pushed all the way through the corner. Somehow, he's actually able to stick with them and get an inside line. And I think if that Red Bull was a little bit quicker, he would have been in front of that Ferrari. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's turn our fuel down to standard revs. We do not have the luxury of packing on the rich revs. We've got to be very, very conservative. We are going to keep our battery up to high, and we're going to push, see if we can stick with these guys. I would really like to beat a Red Bull. I mean, last race, technically, we beat both of them. Oh my god! I nearly lost my entire front wing as I do a monster drift past Bottas up into 4th place. I do not know how I got away with that. That was a late braking accident. Okay. Oh, I'm sliding everywhere. This is not good. We've got to push. Come on. Bottas is going to pass us so quickly. That Mercedes is unbelievably quick. Yeah, he's not going to stick behind for very long. My goal was a Red Bull. Not a Mercedes. And here he comes, Mr. Bottas. He is going to be closing in that gap very, very quickly. Kimi is actually leading this race in front of Hamilton, which is crazy. Ricciardo, I take a little look up the inside. The Mercedes is right on my back now. And this is going to be a pretty crazy race. There's actually a very close race going on for, that is 6th place between Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. You can see in the bottom left, those two guys just battling it out. My car steps out again. What is going on with my tires? I'm up to 23% already. Oh, whoa! I shouldn't say whoa. Vettel passed Verstappen for 6th place in the race. So now I'm going to be under a huge amount of pressure from a Ferrari and a Mercedes. Ricciardo, thank you for having a slow engine. Oh, he blocks the inside. This is what I was saying last episode. The AI is so much more aggressive. I wish they were turned up to the right difficulty for my skill level. Like, you didn't need to brake around there, buddy. Next episode, I promise we will have the right difficulty sorted. So, apologies for that. All right, so Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap. He is going to be pushing onto the back of Kimi super, super hard. These guys now have DRS. There's no point in me really defending. I'm not really racing them. Oh! And that is Daniel Ricciardo taking a huge bomb up the inside. He is literally licking the stamp and sanding. Maybe he's not literally doing it, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, change strategy? They want to give me a new strategy? Stop on lap 3 for softs versus stop on lap 5. You know what? I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to stop on lap 4 for softs because I've just been destroying these tires. Those rears at 36% are not liking life right now. So, my battery is charging up nicely. Both of these guys are going to go flying past here. There's no point in me even trying because it's a Mercedes and a Red Bull. I mean, the Red Bull's not even that fast of an engine. But compared to my engine, it's quite a bit faster. I mean, I can try to challenge him through the corners. We go wheel to wheel. How long are we going to be wheel to wheel for? See, if I was on the proper difficulty, that would have been quite the battle. Oh, I forgot to mention, one of the other things that I forgot to do, that I wanted to change, was change the damage from full. I thought full was the, obviously the full damage, but there's actually one more notch. There's simulation damage, which I'm going to put on for next episode as well. All right, so Danny Ricks got the DRS. I do have a little bit of a better corner exit than he does, but behind him is another Red Bull and another Ferrari. So this is just going to be me basically defending this entire race. So my battery's charging up quite nicely. I didn't actually have too much tire slide on this lap, so I'm going to actually stick with lap 5. Usually I would have been like, hey, team, get ready for me and stuff like that. But I feel like I would just lose too much track position if I was to do that right now. So I'm going to hang it out for one more lap. Danny Rick goes for an overtake again. Oh, and he sends it around the outside. Can I get him here? He lifts off a little bit. We're still wheel to wheel. We've currently got a little bit of an edge. Is he going to tuck himself in? He does tuck himself in. I wonder if anybody else is going to be taking a lap 5 pit stop. I mean, it's kind of early, but I mean, last time it worked out for me. We'll see what everyone does. Bottas opts to stay out. Get my finger ready to engage that pit limiter. Nailed it. Let's turn my fuel to lean and my battery off just so we can harvest some as we're in here. Oh, Danny Rick went in. Danny Rick went in. All right, come on. Get ready, boys. Get ready, boys. Go, 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 go. Did Danny Rick get held up? No, Danny Rick got out real quick. Vettel jumped into the pits, though, as well. All right, we are ready to get racing. And disengage. Let's go. Let's go. We got a very good exit out of the pits, but we are put right into traffic. We are stuck behind the one and only Lance Stroll. We're going to need to watch out for him, but I think we are separated. Yes, we are. From Danny Rick. There are 2 cars between us, but there is a very angry-looking Force India behind. I don't know if he already took his pit stop. It says he's on super soft, so it's possible he didn't. Or he's in 13th place. I'm not sure if he took it yet. Ooh, we get right onto the back of Stroll. I didn't realize how long this train was. All right, let's use a little bit of our battery. We're gonna turn our fuel down, though. Let's get around him. Thank you. Sorry, Lance. Sorry, buddy. All right, and we're gonna turn our fuel down to lean. We're gonna start saving up some fuel. We don't need to push. I mean, we are in traffic. We probably should get past them as quickly as possible, but if I can use them for some DRS, maybe save some fuel behind them, can't complain too much. All right, let's chuck the battery all the way up. Hulkenberg runs in. Teammate is in the pits. A lot of guys are going in. Magnussen is in front. No, sorry. Charles Leclerc is still in front. He's currently in 4th place. Go, buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy. I want him to do so well. He is honestly probably my new favorite driver in F1. He's just such a cool dude, and it's like, oh, I just really want him to do well. Oh, we are closing in so fast, though. That Sauber is not fast. I am sorry. All right, we've saved quite a bit of fuel. Let's chuck it up to standard revs. Oh, sorry, Charles. I broke my front wing on his rear tire. I'm surprised there was not a puncture from that. I am really sorry. That was completely my fault. I honestly could have probably... Oh, okay. Well, he hit me back. Sorry. All right, we're doing okay. We've got good fuel. We've got 0.4 laps of extra fuel. So that's nice. If we leave it in standard revs, we should be able to go to the end on that. And then we're using up some of our battery right now. Charles goes in, and we are up to 4th place once again. Now, the good thing with our pit stop is we got out in front of all of the traffic, which Mr. Ricardo did not, and he has dropped down super far behind. You can see him back there, but he is not gonna be happy with what happened with all the traffic. Guys, look how close we are to Bottas. I'm on low ERS as well. I mean, maybe he's got everything turned off. Maybe that's what's going on. Nico, no! No! What? No! You can't! Nico Hulkenberg, where's my buddy? Where's my yellow buddy? Oh, no, disaster. Absolute disaster for the new team. If we want to go up against the other top teams, if we want to go up against Haas and McLaren and all of them, we need the points. We cannot be having engine retirements. Honestly, with only a couple of laps left in this race, Danny Rick is so far behind, it almost looks like he's going to be struggling to catch up. Okay, we're 2.9 seconds away from Bottas. He definitely had his engine turned down. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I'm not competing with Mercedes any day. They definitely had their engine turned down. They're gone.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Bottas has a problem with his car? Hey, Bottas, guess who's right behind you and very willing to take a podium position? Can we get 3rd place in this race? This will be a hunt and a half. Come on, Bottas. Have your Mercedes breakdown. It's still in my head, McLaren Mercedes. Still baked in there. Oh, Mr. Bottas, it seems like you've got a problem going around corners. It is not the straight line speed. This is gonna be a last lap shootout. We are going onto the final lap of this race. I'm in lean. I'm gonna chuck my thing down to high revs. Can I send it around the outside here? No, I can't. He defends again. Do a little switchback. There we go. We get Bottas on the final corner. There is 1 lap to go. I've got my overtake mode on. We're in standard revs. Actually, I'm going to turn that back down. We are running out of battery. We are on the final lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix race. To be fair, this will probably never happen again because after this, I'm going to turn up the difficulty, but worth. Danny Rick actually caught up, and he's right on the back of Bottas. That's how you know Bottas had a big problem. Fuel light is flashing. We are going down to lean. ERS is going up to medium. Your race winner is the Iceman, Kimi Räikkönen. Takes the first victory for Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton is going to be 2nd. And in 3rd, it's your boy. Across the line. First podium position on my 2nd race. Stepping up to the plate. Achieve a podium position in any game mode. We've got our first podium position. Now, something I don't actually know. Last race, we finished, what, like 5th or 6th? And we didn't get interviewed after the race. However, because we're finishing 3rd in this one, does that mean we get interviewed? Do we get interviewed on the podium? Do we get interviewed after the race? I don't know. I don't know how often the interview stuff happens. So we did very well. Vettel, 9th place. What happened there? Got burned by Alonso. Maybe not such a good day for the Ferrari boys. It's a hollow victory. Quite honestly, the same can be said about Renault. We may finish 3rd. However, Hulkenberg getting that DNF is not Not very good. We are in 4th place in the Drivers' Championship. We're actually in front of Vettel, which is kind of crazy. And Renault is currently 3rd. Very nice stuff. Oh, I do get interviewed after the race. Hello, what do I have to do? I didn't hear your question.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
Yep, it was fantastic for the fans. I always put on a good show. No, you can't do... Wait, they want me to be sportsmanship? Yep, that's a sportsmanship. Renault rep increased. I know how to play this game.
It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race.
If you count turning the difficulty down a very good strategy, yes. We did really good and the team really pulled out all the stops. Sportsmanship increased.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
New. I was an idiot magnet today. Oh, Sauber. Sauber rep decreased. Because I technically sort of insulted Leclerc by saying that. Sauber's like, we don't like you. Well, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of F1 2018. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe because tomorrow we're going to be posting race number 3. And if you haven't already, do not forget to check out 2game.com and pick up your copy of F1 2018 right now while it is on sale. I say right now, it will only get shipped to you when the game officially comes out, which is in like a week or two when you're watching this video. So just a heads up. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow with some more F1. I'll see you guys then. Bye!